How's it going, everybody? Dylan K. Johnson here, and welcome back to a new video. Today is going to be a quick one. We're just going to be doing basically an unboxing of a few pieces that I got in from Prime Fitness. So you can see I got in a couple large pallets and then the smaller pallet in the center there. And yeah, you'll go through, or I'll go through, and I'll just walk you guys through everything that I got, kind of unpackaging it, and then we'll just kind of do a quick walkthrough of the current state of the gym afterwards, because as you can guess, with these coming in, I've had to move things around quite a bit. So yeah, it's definitely getting a little bit crowded in the gym right now, but that's okay. I've got some other big changes coming soon, getting rid of a few pieces in order to clear up some space, bringing in a couple other things. So yeah, definitely going to be time for a new or an updated tour video in the near future. It's kind of one of the reasons I always kind of put off doing gym tour videos, because I know that the gym is going to be changing so much. But anyway, moving on, just showcasing here how well these machines are packaged on these pallets. They're literally bolted down in place, and then everywhere that there is a bolt, there's actually a nylon washer between the washer of the bolt and then the machine, so that it doesn't scratch it or scuff it. Basically just to say that Prime's shipping is next to none. You definitely pay a premium for it, but of all the companies I've worked with, Prime definitely has the most premium shipping of any company out there. And that's just kind of to be expected, because they are generally more of a commercial manufacturer. They make commercial products. Their price tags are not geared towards the average individual or even average home gym person, based on even just looking at how they package their Shorty bench that I got here. I mean, it's a freaking pallet inside of a box. So yeah, that just goes to show you how nice their packaging and their shipping is. But anyway, I'm about to turn it over to myself here, and I will walk you guys kind of through everything that we got in this shipment, and then yeah, go from there. And she is finished. So overall, the assembly was really straightforward, super simple. It's pretty much all assembled as it is out of the box. The other package that I pulled out of the box, out of the crate box, just contained the 3 pads, because again, this is the Shorty bench, so it does have the, where's the pop pin? It does have, might have to be elevated. It does have the detachable head portion, so that it can turn into basically like a utility or a military press style bench. So it has the pad for the head, the pad for the back, and the pad for the seat. And then it also included all the hardware, as well as a rubber foot for the front and the feet for the end caps for the rear feet. One thing to note, this did not come with an Allen key to install the padding, so you will need to pick up your own if you do not already have a set. This one specifically was, what was the size? 7/32 is the size that it required. I'm sure it lists it all out in the directions. One thing I will say, going back to that whole like premium aspect of Prime Fitness in general, every single piece, whether it's this entire bench, one of these machines, down to simply I got an adjustable chest pad for the seated row, every single piece of it has had installation instructions and like use instructions with it, which is something that you don't often see from a lot of other companies. So yeah, it definitely will say on here what size Allen key you need and all that kind of stuff, and yada yada yada, blah blah blah. It's got all the different parts here, as well as all the different parts that I have in these other boxes. So yeah, I'm gonna get this finished unpacking, and then we'll just do kind of a quick little overview of everything. Like I said, I'm not going to get into a lot of detail with this video. It's more just to showcase everything that we got into the gym. I will be going through all of this stuff in the coming weeks, but for now, this is just to give you guys a little bit of a little taste, just like a little morsel of this is what we got now. This is what I'm showing you guys. If you want more, hit that like button, subscribe, ring the bell, do all the YouTube things. So yeah, let's get these other things unpackaged, and then I need to clean up a little bit, and we'll just kind of show you guys around. Okay, on to the next box. I think I am opening this one upside down, but that's okay. They do this foam injected molding for all of their other items, their smaller items. So you can see how well that is in there. That is just not going anywhere. If I pick this up, I'm sure the entire foam is coming with it. Yeah. So a lot of times with this kind of stuff, you almost have to break it in order to get it to release whatever it's holding. There we go. Okay, so there's one part. I'm just going to stand this up here, just like this. And then let's open up the other piece. There we go. Whoa. Okay, let's see if I can get this undone. Oops. Oh, right, so what are these? Well, these are the preacher curl attachment for the Shorty bench. So this is another reason that we got the Shorty, besides just replacing our 4100, our rep AB 4100 and the Cybex military press bench that we have. Besides being able to replace both of those with a single bench, this is a bonus attachment that we're able to use on this bench. So the way it works, let me quickly move a few things. This will be my first time setting it up, so let's see how easy this is. You're gonna bring this up to around a 40-45 degree angle, pull the pop pin, remove the back pad or the head rest. And then this part here is the preacher pad part, so it's gonna hook on, nope, not like that, like this. There we go. It's gonna hook on like this, lift up, pop into place. You've got your preacher pad here, and then this is a dumbbell cradle. Oh, so let's see, how does this go? Like something like this? Just like that? No, not quite like that. Like this? No. Like this? No. Like that. There it is. Okay. Probably goes the other direction though. So we're gonna flip it around. Okay, I see how this goes. So it just kind of hooks on like there and then drops in like that. So I'll do a full kind of video on that in the future. But with this, so we can set the headrest off to the side. You can kind of wheel this out here so you can see it a little better. Whereas the handle, it is going to take me a while to get used to the changed handle position. But then I can like bring this up, and then we've got a preacher curl bench. So rest the dumbbells on here. You can rest the barbell on here. These, I believe, yep, these come off. So these little side pieces are what would hold a barbell, as opposed to the dumbbells. And yeah, just like that. So you can change the angle, go up a little steeper, something like this, and go down a little bit further. One thing you will have to be careful of is as you go further down, you're going to end up hitting the dumbbell cradle, so you might end up having to take that off. But I believe it's intended to be kind of used like right around the 45 degree mark, like a standard preacher curl. So there you go. Now let's quickly kind of take a look, or let me clean up first, and then let's just kind of take a walkthrough of everything that we got in the gym. So yeah, I will be right back. I do also want to cut in here because I forgot to mention this earlier, but I actually have a Prime Fitness discount code. So if you use the code dkj.fit, you can find it linked down below in my affiliates over on my website. But if you use the code dkj5, it'll get you 5% off of the Shorty bench, which, spoiler for the video there, but it'll get you 5% off of the Shorty bench, all the attachments, all of their bars, all of their cable attachments. Unfortunately, it does not work on the machines, but for all of that stuff, their Prodigy racks, their single stack racks, I believe, that code dkj5 will get you 5% off of your entire purchase. So use that if you want to save a little bit of cash. I don't believe Prime offers discount codes very often or very frequently. In fact, I only know of 2 other people that actually have a Prime affiliate code. So thanks. But no, back to the video. Okay, now that we have got everything cleaned up, let's do a quick walkthrough of what we got in the gym and just kind of how everything has changed from essentially the last couple weeks when I did my tour video. So yeah, let's start things off right here. As you can see, this is the Prime Fitness leg extension prone curl combo. So this is specifically, both of these machines are their plate loaded versions. So they have the 3 weight horns, so you can adjust the resistance curve how you want it based on the loading. Now, funny story with this specific piece, I had actually inquired with them about a year, so maybe about 3 years ago, roughly, maybe 4, I don't remember honestly. But I had inquired with them about if they were planning to start selling this specific unit again, because for those that don't know, a little bit of a history lesson here, Prime was originally called Strive Fitness. So if you have seen these types of machines out there, a little bit older, usually they have more of a like gray and red coloring to them. Under the name Strive, they're exactly the same thing, they're just a little bit older version, because I don't know if it was a purchase or an acquisition or what happened, if they just changed names. But originally Strive, well, this was Strive. So Strive was bought out or changed names or whatever it was to Prime Fitness, and that's how we now have both Strive and Prime Fitness machines. All that to say that Strive had a version of this specific machine that I was really interested in, and because again, Strive became Prime, I reached out to them to see if they had any plans to start selling that specific model again, because they had all of the plans for it, they had all of the drawings, all of the documentation behind it, and I basically was told no, they didn't have any plans to at the time, and then a year later they started selling it. And the kicker was they actually started selling it at a reduced price, like an introductory price, to a few select people who had reached out early. And even though I had asked them about it, I was not included on that list. So that was really annoying. It wasn't like any influencers or any like garage gym review kind of people specifically. It was just random people that had reached out asking about it. So yeah, all that to say, we have this piece in here now. Super excited for this because the leg extension especially is probably the best leg extension I have ever used of all the gyms that I've ever been to around the world. The Prime Fitness plate-loaded leg extension is my all-time favorite. Just the way you're able to load the resistance curve to how you need to. You're able to do a mechanical drop set with it. I absolutely love it. I love it more than the selectorized version of this, even though they have the cam system in the selectorized, so you can kind of adjust it. I found that you're not able to adjust it as severely as the plate-loaded, which is why I opted for this as opposed to the selectorized. Now, coming over here, this is another super awesome piece that I'm very happy to have. It is the seated or chest supported row. So let me kind of get around and you can take a little better look at this. So chest supported row, plate loaded, again, Prime Fitness. With this specific piece, again, this is another one that I tried, and this is my all-time favorite chest supported row of everything I've used. I have not used some of the newer Panada and Atlantis pieces. I've heard that they rival this piece in particular, but for my personal preferences and from what I have used, this is the GOAT for me. I absolutely love this thing. And something else that's really nice about it that they actually have recently started doing is they sell an adjustable chest pad. So you can kind of see it's able to be adjusted. Let me lock that back into place. It's able to be adjusted to varying angles. So that allows you to just get a little bit more versatility with it. The only thing I will say with this that I wish that it had is independent and converging arms. So the way this machine in particular works, and I'll do a deeper dive into these later for those that are interested, because I know I've already had a lot of people ask me what I think about these specific machines. That video will be coming in the future. For now, just quick highlight. With these, both handles are tied together, so they both row in unison, which is kind of the only potential flaw in my eyes to this design. I personally wish that they were not only independent, but also they converged. So you could start closer to the center and then you pull and would go out a little bit, basically, or diverge, I guess you could say. As you go through the movement, they diverge, or you could even converge, whatever. Basically, I wish that they changed angles throughout the range of motion. But for what it is, this is still the best chest supported row that I have ever used. You can do work single-handed. People do it all the time. I love this thing, and I am very, very excited to get this in the gym and start using it. You guys just saw me unbox and assemble the Shorty bench with the preacher curl and dumbbell cradle attachment. So this is going to be replacing our rep AB 4100, and over in the corner there, our Cybex military or utility bench. So it's going to be replacing those two benches just because of the versatility of this one. And yeah, so something else with the gym itself is over in this corner. I've showed this a little bit on my Instagram, but I've changed up how the leg press is laid out. I do still want to sell the leg press. We just don't use it. I want to replace it with a pendulum. It's going to have about half the footprint. And then that would allow us to really just kind of maximize this whole space over here as much as possible. Because one thing you may notice, just doing a quick swing, is the bike, our Assault Fitness air bike, assault bike, is not in the garage. So there is currently not enough space for it because we have not sold the leg press yet. So what I have to do is it's just sitting inside for right now with all of our other cardio equipment, our stair mill, our assault treadmill, the bike. Yeah, all the cardio is now inside, which is okay for the time being. It's not a huge deal. But eventually we would like to bring that one in particular back out here into the garage just because of how loud it is. I guess it is, compared to like the stair mill, it's on the same level, but with the wind and stuff and dogs inside, it's just going to kick up dog hair like crazy. So we don't really want that inside. I also like to do it from time to time in between my working sets to kind of keep the heart rate up, especially when I'm in a deficit. But yeah, that is a quick look at the new layout of the gym. So hopefully you guys are looking forward to some new videos and content on a little bit more premium pieces. Let me just see if I can do this one-handed. I haven't done this much yet. So down here is the pop pin. Oh, I don't know if I can do this one-handed. Let me see if I can set the camera up. Okay, so with this guy, like I was talking about, it is a combo seated leg extension, which is what it's currently set up for, and prone curl. So the way that works is down here. Let me see if I can get out of the way right now. There's a pop pin, pull this out, you push the back down, it drops into position, and then you can adjust the leg roller, and it is now a prone curl. Something else that I'm really looking forward to trying on this particular piece, something that I used to love doing on other prone curls for machines or gyms that didn't have it, is a pullover. So with that, the way it would kind of work, you adjust this up a little bit, somewhere around there, take this, probably pull it in, and then you go and you lay down on it, and then you're basically going to be pulling the leg roller over your head. So it essentially creates like a pullover style machine. We'll see if that works on this. Again, I'm going to kind of do an in-depth review video on these, talking more about them when I get the time. But the other thing that's nice is because it has this leg roller here, you can always go back into something like a calf raise. So I'll bring over a calf block, go into calf raises, and yeah, pretty much everything that you can do with a regular seated leg extension. So if I wanted to, I could bring it back down into here, get the pad, come over here, and then kind of play with that position of that. But then I've got a standing single leg curl. So this piece is extremely versatile. One of the things that I love about extension curl combos is just how much you can do with them. Same thing with the one that we have over there, our hoist one, the selectorized. Still trying to, we're probably gonna end up selling the hoist just based on space. I'm thinking we're probably going to end up selling it. For now, we're keeping it to just because of having it. But that's probably going to end up getting sold. Other than that, though, yeah, hopefully you guys have enjoyed. Like I said, this has been a quick just showcase of what we got, unboxing, putting together a new bench, and then just showing off, basically. Showing out the new gym layout, because this is how it's going to be staying until we get this leg press sold. I don't think there's really any better configuration with everything I have in here. I do currently have a few other things listed for sale. I've had some interest like in the 4100 bench, so we'll see if that sells before I can get a comparison video up between that and the Shorty. I would like to try and get that filmed in the next couple days, so we'll see. We'll see. I've got a hell of a lot going on the next couple days, and then hopefully the start of next week might be slowing down a little bit. And then I've also got a job interview tomorrow. My son is going to gymnastics. I got to do all our grocery shopping. It's just, I got to run to the dump with all the crap we have outside. I've got to dismantle those pallets out there. Yeah, it's going to be hectic the next couple days. So yeah, hopefully you guys have enjoyed. I don't know when this video is going to go live. I'm going to try and get it up sometime like this weekend, hopefully. And if you have any questions about anything that you want to know, say like when I start doing a review video on everything, let me know down below in the comments. Otherwise, thank you guys for watching. One other thing to mention real quick. I don't know why I got this. It was zip tied to one of the pallets, specifically the pallet for the seated row, but it's a single weight stack plate for like a selectorized stack. I need to email them and see why they sent this to me, because there's nothing in any of the instructions on if this is supposed to be installed somewhere, and I have no selectorized units, so I have zero clue why this was included. It's a freaking like 20-pound selectorized stack plate, so maybe it was just to distribute some load on the pallet. I don't know. This was zip tied to the pallet itself. So yeah, I'm gonna have to email them on this. But as I said, that is gonna be it for me today, guys. Thank you for watching. Hopefully you liked the video. If you did, hit that like button, subscribe, do all the YouTube things, ring that bell, notifications, whatever it is. And thank you again for watching, and I will see you all in the next one. Bye.